Hello everybody and welcome to my channel today. Today we are celebrating another week of Dairy Month. Today's episode is going to be all about cultured dairy. It's going to be a bit brief, but let's get started. First things first, cultured dairy is created when certain bacteria are introduced to the milk and then the milk is fermented. The most common types of bacteria used for culturing dairy include lactobacillus and lactose, however you pronounce this word.
Gluconostoc.
Once the bacteria is introduced to the milk sugar, which is called lactose, it is then fermented at 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 32 degrees Celsius. The bacteria used in culturing dairy give each of the cultured products its specific texture and taste. The bacteria also imparts an acid onto the product, which helps hinder undesirable bacteria and microorganisms. The main cultured dairy products on the market today include buttermilk, sour cream, creme fraiche, yogurt, and cheese curds. The first one we're going to talk about today is buttermilk. Buttermilk is the liquid that remains after milk has been turned into butter. Modern buttermilk is made by adding a culture to a pasteurized skim or low-fat milk. Buttermilk is often used in baked goods, and it is also used in meat marinades as it acts as a tenderizer for meat. Replacing buttermilk in a recipe is fairly easy, and this is the recipe. To make a quarter cup of buttermilk, it is 3/4 of a teaspoon of vinegar or lemon juice to a quarter cup of milk of your choice. The next cultured product is sour cream. Sour cream is created very similarly to buttermilk. However, the culture is added to pasteurized light cream instead of low-fat milk. In addition, the milk fat of sour cream is to be at least 18%. Creme Fraiche, which is very popular in French cuisine, is not a very common product to be found in the United States. Creme Fraiche is a cultured whipping cream that can be mimicked very easily with the following recipe. 1 cup of heavy cream and 1.5 tablespoons of buttermilk. The next cultured milk product is yogurt, and yogurt is very popular, and there are a number of different kinds of yogurts, from Greek to Skyr to a number of others that use specific bacteria in different countries to thicken their yogurt. Yogurt is made from milks with varying amounts of fat contents, and the bacteria known as Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus. Yogurt contains the same amount of milk fat than the milk product it was made from. Greek yogurt is made by straining the excess whey, a byproduct of yogurt making, from regular yogurt to produce a thicker, more luxurious mouthfeel. There are some yogurts on the market that are made from different bacteria strains than Lactobacillus and the aforementioned Streptococcus. And they are quark made with rennet, which is a set of enzymes very important in curdling cheese. And this is what makes it somewhere between a yogurt and a curd cheese. Skyr is an Icelandic yogurt using heirloom cultures that give it a unique taste compared to standard yogurts. And you can even make your own yogurt in an Instapot, which I hope to be doing again in the future. I have made my own yogurt a few times. And the most important part is finding the culture starter that you want. You can always use something from the grocery store, or you can buy specific yogurt starters. We'll get more into that on the day that we make yogurt. There are a number of lesser known fermented or cultured milk products from other countries, and some of them may sound weird, but here they are. Keifer, which is a fermented milk drink similar to a thin yogurt that is made from kefir grains, which is a mother culture made up of polysaccharides. Koumiss, which is a fermented dairy product traditionally made from the milk of a mare, which is a female horse, or donkey. This is an important food of the peoples of the Central Asian steppes. Acidophilus milk, which is a probiotic drink, is a product of milk fermentation by the bacteria Lactobacillus acidophilus. And then there are yogurts made with Bifidobacteria, which is a species of bacteria that naturally lives in the gastrointestinal tract. There are a number of health benefits linked and associated with the consumption of cultured or fermented milk products. Those benefits highly depend on the bacteria strain being used to make the product. Some of the health benefits can range from intestinal and digestive disorders to cancer. Next we have cheese curds, which is a very popular product in Wisconsin and parts of the Midwest. And cheese curds are large pieces of curdled milk using rennet and specific strains of bacteria. Cheese curds are sometimes called squeaky cheese because of the specific sound they make when they are eaten on their own. Finally, we'll talk about how to store all these ingredients. All milk products should be stored in clean, airtight containers and refrigerated below 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius. Freezing dairy is possible but not ideal. For every 5 degrees that your dairy is stored above the ideal temperature, your dairy's shelf life is decreased by half. So it's very important to properly keep your dairy products stored. As far as cultured products go, while you can freeze many dairy products, you may be able to freeze products like cottage cheese if you were going to use that cottage cheese to place ricotta in a lasagna recipe. But please note that freezing dairy generally negatively impacts the texture, especially of that dairy. And that's it for a brief overview on cultured dairy products. I hope you found some of this interesting. Come back next week for cultured milk, butter, and milk alternatives. Check out last week's video on milk and cheese. Thank you for stopping by and watching my video today. And as always, have a wonderful day.